As the kingdom of Ilesa faces its darkest hour, Princess Fatima uncovers a treacherous plot led by the seemingly loyal Baron Femi, whose schemes threaten to unravel everything she holds dear. Betrayed by those she trusted most, including her closest confidant, Lady Jola, Fatima and Buba must navigate a perilous journey through deception and danger to expose the truth. Their love and resolve are tested as they confront a conspiracy that could destabilize the realm. With the fate of the kingdom hanging by a thread, will their courage be enough to restore peace and unity? Find out what happens next as their dramatic struggle unfolds, and stay tuned to discover the ultimate resolution. Baron Femi had long been seen as a loyal counselor, but behind his seemingly benign exterior lay a web of treachery. His motives were rooted in a twisted sense of vengeance and greed. The advisor knew of Fatima's struggles with her odor and saw it as the perfect leverage to incite unrest and further his own ambitions. Femi's plot involved manipulating the public perception of Fatima's condition to sow doubt about the royal family's legitimacy. He fed false information to journalists, painting Fatima's illness as a sign of divine displeasure and moral failing. As rumors spread, public opinion began to turn against the royal family, igniting discontent and rebellion. The situation took a dramatic turn when Fatima uncovered incriminating documents hidden in the advisor's office. These documents revealed his plans to exploit her personal battles to destabilize the kingdom. Shocked and feeling betrayed, Fatima knew she had to act swiftly. But exposing Femi would be dangerous. He had allies and resources at his disposal. In a tense confrontation, Fatima and her father, King Olayinka, faced the daunting task of navigating the treacherous political landscape while combating Femi's schemes. Their fight was not just for their lives but for the future of the kingdom itself. The stakes had never been higher, and trust had become a rare commodity in the palace's deceptive corridors. Fatima and Buba, bound by a shared sense of urgency and betrayal, embarked on a perilous journey to uncover and thwart Baron Femi's sinister plot. Their partnership, once strained by past misunderstandings, now became a crucial alliance in the face of mounting danger. The two met in secrecy, their hearts pounding as they pieced together the advisor's intricate scheme. Femi's plans were more extensive than they had initially realized. He had manipulated public sentiment against the royal family and even influenced key military leaders, positioning himself to seize power amidst the ensuing chaos. Their investigation led them into the underbelly of the palace and its hidden chambers. One night, under the cover of darkness, they infiltrated Femi's private quarters. In a locked drawer, they discovered a ledger detailing payments to mercenaries and influential figures, proof of his grand conspiracy. The realization hit hard. Femi wasn't just aiming to discredit Fatima, he was orchestrating a coup. As Fatima and Buba attempted to gather evidence, Femi's suspicions were aroused. They narrowly escaped a close call when Femi's guards caught wind of their activities. The danger was palpable, and their trust in each other was their only shield. With mounting tension and every step fraught with peril, they planned a daring move to expose Femi publicly. Their plan was risky. One false move could spell disaster. The clock was ticking, and the fate of the kingdom hinged on their ability to act decisively and courageously. As Fatima and Buba prepared to expose Baron Femi's conspiracy, a new threat emerged from within the palace walls. It began with a whisper, an unremarkable comment from Lady Jola, a trusted confidant of Fatima. Initially, the remarks seemed harmless, but soon they took on a sinister edge, revealing Lady Jola's clandestine dealings with Femi. Fatima's sense of betrayal was profound. Lady Jola had been her closest ally during her isolation, the one person who seemed to understand her pain. Their bond had been forged in moments of vulnerability, making the betrayal all the more devastating. Lady Jola's duplicity wasn't just a personal affront, it was a calculated move to undermine Fatima's efforts against Femi. One fateful evening, while the palace bustled with preparations for the grand event that Fatima and Buba had orchestrated to reveal Femi's schemes, Fatima discovered a crucial piece of evidence, a hidden letter in Lady Jola's quarters detailing the advisor's plans and the bribes she had received. The letter was a confession, spelling out how she had been feeding Femi information and actively working to sabotage Fatima. The shock of this revelation struck Fatima like a physical blow. She confronted Lady Jola in a heated exchange, where the once trusted advisor's cold, calculated demeanor revealed her true nature. The confrontation was raw and intense, leaving Fatima feeling not only betrayed but also deeply isolated in her struggle against the political machinations threatening her kingdom. The personal betrayal mirrored the larger political treachery, amplifying Fatima's emotional turmoil. Each blow seemed to compound the last, making her feel increasingly alone in a battle that had become as much about her personal redemption as it was about saving her kingdom. The moon hung heavy in the sky as Fatima and Buba stealthily approached the grand hall where Baron Femi was holding a secret meeting with his conspirators. Their plan was simple but fraught with danger: confront the Baron, reveal his treachery, and reclaim their stolen future. But as they slipped through the shadows, they encountered unexpected obstacles. Lady Jola, seemingly repentant, intercepted them just outside the hall. With tears in her eyes, she begged for forgiveness and claimed she had been cursed by Femi. Her pleas were genuine, but Fatima and Buba had learned not to trust easily. They allowed Lady Jola to guide them inside, watching her closely. Inside the hall, the air crackled with tension. Femi, surrounded by loyal followers, was deep in conversation about a coup that would topple the royal family. As Fatima and Buba burst in, Femi's smug expression turned to shock. The confrontation was immediate and intense. Femi, a master manipulator, attempted to turn the tables, accusing Fatima of betraying her own people. In the ensuing chaos, Buba's loyalty was tested when he was forced to choose between protecting Fatima or fighting off Femi's armed guards. The struggle was visceral, both physical and emotional. Just as Femi seemed to gain the upper hand, Lady Jola reappeared, her resolve hardened. She confronted Femi with damning evidence, her betrayal turned into an act of redemption. The dramatic showdown reached its climax when Fatima, fueled by a mix of fear and fury, outwitted Femi with a clever strategy. The Baron was finally apprehended, his schemes exposed. As the hall fell silent, the weight of the battle lingered, but so did the hope for a new beginning. The confrontation not only determined the fate of the kingdom but also tested the strength of Fatima and Buba's love. Their victory was bittersweet, marked by a realization that trust, once broken, was the hardest to rebuild. The once opulent Grand Hall was now a scene of somber reflection. The morning after their dramatic confrontation with Baron Femi, Fatima and Buba stood amidst the remnants of battle, scattered papers, broken furniture, and the echoes of their confrontation. Though Femi was in prison and his plot unraveled, the victory came at an unexpected cost. As the dust settled, Fatima discovered that her father's health had deteriorated severely during the chaos. King Olayinka, stricken by worry and stress, was bedridden, his once vibrant spirit dimmed. Fatima's heart sank as she realized the kingdom's salvation had come at the price of her father's well-being. The responsibility of healing not just the land but also her family weighed heavily on her. Meanwhile, Buba struggled with his own burden. His return to the village had rekindled old grudges and mistrust among the villagers. Many saw him as a traitor for his association with Fatima, despite his bravery in confronting Femi. The community's harsh judgment and the cold shoulder from his own kin left him isolated, casting a shadow over the couple's victory. The emotional fallout from their struggles began to fray the edges of their relationship. Fatima, overwhelmed by guilt and pressure, distanced herself from Buba, doubting whether their love could survive the trials they had endured. The couple found themselves at an emotional crossroads, where their triumph was overshadowed by the scars it left behind. As Fatima and Buba faced the harsh reality of their choices, they grappled with the realization that their victory, while saving the kingdom, had transformed their lives in ways they hadn't anticipated. The kingdom was safe, but the personal cost of their triumph demanded a new kind of reckoning. Fatima and Buba embarked on their healing journey with a mixture of hope and trepidation. Their first destination was a secluded, ancient forest known for its mystical properties and rumored to possess the power to mend broken hearts. As they ventured into the dense woods, the canopy above filtered sunlight into ethereal patterns, mirroring the complexity of their emotions. Their journey was not just physical but also deeply emotional. They shared stories and fears, exploring the depth of their vulnerabilities. Fatima, still grappling with guilt over her father's deteriorating health and the consequences of their victory, found solace in Buba's unwavering support. He revealed his own struggles, his isolation from the village and the persistent shadow of doubt cast over his loyalty. This exchange of raw truths forged a deeper bond between them. Yet, as they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered unexpected challenges. Strange phenomena, like eerie whispers in the wind and unsettling dreams, tested their resolve. One night, they stumbled upon an ancient shrine said to hold secrets of the past. Here, Fatima discovered a hidden message carved into the stone, hinting at an ancestral curse linked to the kingdom's turmoil and her own suffering. This revelation added a layer of suspense to their journey, suggesting that their healing was intertwined with uncovering deeper truths about their lineage. Navigating these emotional and supernatural obstacles, Fatima and Buba found their way back to each other, not only healing their fractured relationship but also confronting the shadows of their past. Their journey through the forest became a metaphor for their inner transformation, a quest for redemption, trust, and a renewed sense of purpose. As they emerged from the forest, they did so not only as survivors but as partners ready to face whatever lay ahead with newfound strength and understanding. King Olayinka summoned a grand assembly within the opulent throne room, the air thick with tension and uncertainty. The opulent chamber, once a symbol of the kingdom's grandeur, now felt like a stage for a dramatic confrontation. Fatima and Buba stood before the king, their hands clasped tightly as they awaited his decision. The atmosphere was charged with a mix of apprehension and hope. Olayinka's face, usually stern, was now etched with a deep, troubled expression. He had spent sleepless nights pondering the kingdom's future and his daughter's role in it. The recent revelations, including the cause discovered in the forest and the political turmoil, had forced him to reevaluate his stance. The once clear lines of duty and expectation now seemed blurred, threatened by the unexpected complexity of Fatima and Buba's love and the enduring challenges. In a surprising twist, the king's decision was influenced not only by the kingdom's needs but also by the counsel of a previously unknown ally, an elderly seer who had recently appeared at court. This seer, who claimed to have insights into the kingdom's ancestral struggles, advised the king to embrace change and adapt to the evolving dynamics. The seer's cryptic words hinted at a transformative era for the kingdom, one where the blending of traditional roles with personal desires could lead to prosperity. Olayinka's final decree was radical and unprecedented. Fatima would be allowed to marry Buba, but with a condition. She and Buba were to embark on a journey of diplomacy to unite the fractured regions of the kingdom, showcasing their commitment to both love and leadership. This decision was met with mixed reactions. Some nobles saw it as a progressive step towards a more inclusive rule, while others feared it would weaken the monarchy's authority. As the assembly dispersed, the weight of the king's decision settled heavily on Fatima and Buba. They were now tasked not only with proving their love but also with restoring unity and trust across the kingdom. The path ahead was fraught with challenges, but the promise of a new era offered a glimmer of hope and a chance for redemption. The grand hall of Ilesa's palace buzzed with quiet anticipation as Fatima and Buba were summoned by a mysterious envoy. The figure, cloaked in deep azure robes, bore the emblem of a powerful but reclusive faction within the kingdom, a faction known for its arcane knowledge and political influence. The envoy's presence, shrouded in secrecy, hinted at something far beyond the ordinary. The envoy presented an ornate scroll sealed with an intricate wax crest. As Fatima broke the seal, a letter was revealed, penned in a flowing, elegant script. The letter came from Lady Gaga, a reputed sorceress with the power to influence royal decisions and a history of making bold, controversial choices. Her proposition was startling. Fatima and Buba were offered an opportunity to become the kingdom's ambassadors to a distant, mystical land rumored to hold ancient knowledge and resources that could redefine their future. The offer promised untold riches and power but came with daunting strings attached. To accept the proposition, Fatima and Buba would have to leave their home, abandoning their current roles and the challenges they had just begun to address. Additionally, Lady Gaga's letter hinted at a personal sacrifice. An ancient prophecy spoke of a great destiny intertwined with both power and peril. The proposal stirred a whirlwind of emotions within Fatima. The allure of a fresh start and the chance to secure a legacy for herself and Buba was tempting, but the price of leaving behind their recent triumphs and facing an unknown future loomed ominously. Buba, sensing Fatima's internal struggle, grappled with his own fears and aspirations. Their deep love was now tested against the backdrop of a monumental decision that could either elevate their status or plunge them into a new set of dangers. The idea of venturing into an unknown land with uncertain outcomes stirred both their hopes and anxieties, leaving them to wrestle with their deepest desires and the weight of their intertwined destinies. As they faced each other, the decision hung heavily in the air, their future now balancing on the edge of a blade. The unexpected proposition not only threatened to shift their paths but also to redefine their understanding of their roles, their love, and their kingdom. As dawn broke over Ilesa, Fatima and Buba stood on the precipice of change, facing the horizon with a mixture of trepidation and hope. Their decision to accept Lady Gaga's proposition had set them on a course of dramatic transformation, both personally and for the kingdom. They were preparing to leave for the mystical land promised in the sorceress's letter, where ancient knowledge and untapped resources awaited. The preparation for their departure was fraught with tension. The palace, once a symbol of isolation, now bustled with activity as Fatima and Buba made final arrangements. The weight of their decision lingered like a heavy fog. They knew that venturing into the unknown would mean leaving behind the stability they had fought so hard to reclaim, as well as their beloved kingdom, still recovering from recent upheavals. An unexpected twist came in the form of a final message from Lady Gaga. The sorceress revealed that their journey was not merely a quest for power but also a test of their bond. She foretold that their love would be tested in ways they could not yet imagine, demanding unwavering trust and resilience. This revelation stirred a deeper conflict within Fatima, as doubts about their future and the authenticity of the offer began to surface. As they prepared to leave, the royal family's mixed reactions reflected the kingdom's uncertainty. King Olayinka, though supportive, expressed his fears about the risks involved. The kingdom was healing, but the king's worry cast a shadow over their departure. Despite the uncertainty, Fatima and Buba shared a moment of profound connection, reaffirming their love and commitment. They embraced their new beginning with a blend of courage and vulnerability, aware that their journey would shape their destiny in ways they had yet to comprehend. The promise of a new beginning was both exhilarating and daunting, filled with the potential for both greatness and unforeseen trials. As they embarked on their journey, they carried with them the weight of their past and the hope of a future that could redefine their lives forever. The sun cast its golden light over Ilesa as the kingdom gathered in anticipation for the grand celebration. The once reclusive palace now shimmered with festive colors and lively music, a stark contrast to the isolation Fatima had once known. Today, the kingdom would honor not just the union of Fatima and Buba but the newfound spirit of harmony that had emerged from their struggles. Fatima and Buba stood at the heart of the revelry, their eyes meeting with a profound understanding. They had journeyed through treacherous paths, braved the darkest of conspiracies, and faced their deepest fears. Now, they were celebrated not just for their love but for their courage and transformation. Their trials had forged a bond stronger than either could have anticipated, transcending societal expectations and personal doubts. The celebration began with a breathtaking display of fireworks and traditional dances that echoed through the night. The people of Ilesa, once skeptical and divided, now cheered with genuine warmth. Even those who had been critical of Fatima's past struggles embraced the princess and her chosen partner. It was a powerful testament to the kingdom's evolving acceptance and unity. Amidst the festivities, an unexpected twist unfolded. Lady Gaga appeared, revealing that the true magic of their journey lay not in the mystical land but in the transformation of their hearts. The sorceress shared a vision of a new era where love and acceptance would guide Ilesa's future, her words weaving a spell of harmony that enchanted all present. As the night drew to a close, Fatima and Buba danced under the moonlight, their love symbolizing the triumph of resilience over adversity. The kingdom had witnessed their story, a tale of love's endurance through trials, and now embraced a future shaped by their example. The celebration was more than a union, it was a new chapter for Ilesa, where understanding and compassion would reign supreme. In the end, Fatima and Buba's love stood as a beacon of hope, showing that even the most profound challenges could give way to a triumphant and harmonious future. The kingdom, united in joy, marked the dawn of an era where love and unity flourished, and the echoes of their journey became a cherished legacy for generations to come.